What's good, YouTube? Hitman Ace. Make sure I hit that like, hit that sub, show your boys some love. Today a great day to be a Suns fan. Um, Last night the Phoenix Suns step all over the Denver Nuggets to secure that first seed in the West. And all season, man, you could tell it's been real personal, real chippy with the Phoenix Suns. And last night was just a prime example of the Phoenix Suns basketball, you dig? And this whole season embodied in one game. Like you can see Devin Booker jaw jacking with the fans on the sideline, telling them to shut their pussy ass up, all that shit. Hold on, my brother about to hop in soon. But like I said, man, uh, shout out to the Phoenix Suns for going out here and handling business. Now, there's a lot of talk going around. He said Booker won't get MVP. I'm about to touch on that. There's a lot of talk going around now that we secured first seed. A lot of people are saying Devin Booker should be an MVP candidate, y'all. And if you heard me on various platforms and podcasts, you know how I feel about Devin Booker being an MVP candidate. Well, up until now, you know how I feel. Um, I feel like he's probably a candidate, but he's not a favorite. But the more and more I hear facts about Devin Booker, the more and more I see Devin Booker go out there against all odds, with or without CP3, getting wins. Um, it's kind of hard to not make a case for Devin Booker. Say players like Booker and Tatum won't get MVP. That's a good point though. Like Celtics Edwin said in the chat room. Salute to you, homie. Tatum is another guy who I feel like should get some MVP love as well. I mean, since the All Star break, it's the two best teams in the league since the All Star break has been the Phoenix Suns and the Boston Celtics. You know, if you want to throw the Memphis Grizzlies up in there, you can as well. But who's their MVP candidate from the Memphis Grizzlies since Ja Morant's been hurt? You know, Ja Morant's been hurt throughout a good stretch of that basketball. Said we play team basketball, ain't no MVPs on the Suns. We should even be worried about that. It's a team. Thank you. More of that's the main reason why as far as this MVP conversation, for me personally, I don't care too much about it because I look at the Phoenix Suns as a collection of players. It's not just one player. That's why when Devin Booker went down, when Chris Paul went down, we still found ways to win. And now we're playing without Cameron Johnson. We're still finding ways to win, man. Like I said, man, the Phoenix Suns, they're going against all odds, man. A lot of people call the Phoenix Suns frauds. A lot of people said this and that about the Phoenix Suns. But we're going against all odds and we're showing them otherwise. And I can't do nothing but salute Devin Booker on the anniversary, the 5-year anniversary of that 70-point game. I know you Celtics fans. Where are you at, Celtics, Edwin? I know you remember March 24th, 2017, when Devin Booker hung 70 points on y'all helmet. I know you remember that. For him to come out on a 5-year anniversary and damn near drop 50, there's a lot to be said about that. What's good, True the King? Salute to you, homie. Like I said, Devin Booker, he should be an MVP candidate. Cause like I said, that's why I don't like doing the MVP debates. Because a couple of months ago, we were just saying DeMar DeRozan and Steph Curry. Now they're playing like shit, right? Steph Curry's hurt. DeMar DeRozan's looking like like a hype job. Who's the MVP now, right? It fluctuates throughout the course of the season. That's why I like to wait to the end of the season to do the MVP conversation. He said we still missing Dario, Frank, and Cam. Thank you, Immortal. Immortal, I be seeing you in these chat rooms too. You be putting in these dudes' faces, man. You be letting these dudes know what time it is, man. They don't want to listen. He said 5th anniversary loss. Oh, did we lose last night? Did we lose last night? Yes or no? And this is a whole different team. And that's another thing. I be going back watching those games. Like the last couple of weeks, I've been watching old Phoenix Suns games and shit, man. Man, that was horrible basketball to watch, man. But it's like it's humbling because it's like just 5 years ago, not even 5 years ago, 3 years ago, we were one of the worst teams in the league. And to turn around and say we're a 60-win team, like I couldn't forecast that 5 years ago that we'll be a 60-win team on track to win 67, 68 games. That's kind of nuts. You dig? He said, that's how I go. What do you mean that's how I go, True? Oh, I'm gonna drop this link in the chat room, let you come in here. If you got some explanation to do. Because last time I checked, Devin Booker was putting up he broke multiple records in y'all house, right? Devin Booker owns real estate in TD Garden Arena. He does, you know. And like I said before, you can hate it, and I don't understand why a lot of people hate on Devin Booker. Is it because he does a lot of jaw jacking? He put it in y'all face like that because he talk a lot of shit. You know, he be talking shit with the fans because that's eerily similar to a guy that I compared him to. I'm not gonna say it here on this platform. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? See, are y'all willing to listen to me now? Are y'all willing to listen to me now? Right? And then I heard a goofy ass broad on ESPN say, Devin Booker shouldn't be MVP because he's not really dominating. The team is without Devin Booker, are they really this and that? She was just all over the place. First she said he wasn't a top 10 scorer when he's ninth in the NBA in scoring over y'all MVP candidate and Nikola Jokic. Then the Bride said he doesn't play on both ends, and MVPs should play on both ends. Like Nikola Jokic plays defense, he just won MVP last year. And then Matt Barnes wanted to ether her so bad. He kind of did when he said Steve Nash was a two-time MVP and played no fucking defense, right? She ain't had no comeback for that, right? See, here's the thing. Y'all get on national TV, y'all get on these platforms, and y'all talk bad about the Suns and don't have your facts lined up right. You just speak off of emotion, not your brain, right? There's no point you can make that Devin Booker shouldn't be an MVP candidate. Y'all changed the narrative so much, right? Like I said he shouldn't be MVP this year. I got other guys like I got Embiid over him. I ain't gonna lie, and I got Giannis over him. But should he be in the conversation? Absolutely, he should be a candidate. Said D Book also number one in clutch points and CP3 number two. They right there with each other, you know. Come on now. He said D Book is number one defensive issue. I know that's that, you know, the defensive efficiency, but I don't really put too much merit into that because Devin Booker is not guarding the number one option. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times it's Mikal Bridges who's guarding the number one. So I put more merit in Mikal Bridges on the defensive end. But Devin Booker has made drastic improvements on the defensive end. I will give him that. Said, looking good, man. You looking right and ready for the playoff run. Come on, man. I've been quiet for a reason, y'all. I ain't about to keep on hooping and hollering about a fact that I made last year, right? This is a fact that I made last year. Like, come on, man. Like, I've been telling people this. They say, oh, you're just a homer. The Suns are frauds. They got lucky to be in that position. And it seems like the Phoenix Suns are listening to y'all and they're saying, fuck y'all niggas. We're going to get there again, right? And I got to take my hats off and salute Monty. I got to salute James Jones for continuing to build around this team. And most importantly, Devin Booker and CP3 for coming out here and performing the way they are. Those are facts. He literally plays on both ends of the thing. Yeah, he does. Oh, he does. I give him that. But he's not guarding the number one. I see him switch over to him. And he does a great job. Like I seen him switch over to Luka and Kevin Durant. Does a great job. Even though they may score on him, it's only so much defense you could play on elite scorers like that. But the fact that he's not a liability anymore speaks a lot to his growth on the defensive end. Right? Remember a couple years ago, he was a complete liability, falling asleep, getting beat on backdoors. Now he's a legit option on it. That's another thing. You can't really hunt mismatches on the Phoenix Suns. That's why we're so great on the defensive end. What's good, Polo? I see you down there. You say D Book best shooting guard in the NBA. I still got Harden slightly over him. I got James Harden slightly over Devin Booker, but it's not. It's kind of hard to make a case for Harden. The more and more he plays bad and doesn't really perform the way he needs to, it's kind of hard. I got Harden over Devin Booker for reputation. I give him a lot of props for what he's done throughout his career compared to Devin Booker. Devin Booker's he's the best shooting guard now, but overall, as far as career, I got to give it to James Harden. See, Giannis is going to hold the trophy again. I wouldn't be mad at that. I think Giannis deserves it. I don't think Giannis deserves the Defensive Player of the Year, though. I got to give Kel that. Kel doesn't get enough respect either. Mikal Bridges is becoming our third option by default a lot of times. And a lot of times, especially in that Kings game, and that's why it's hard for me to say Devin Booker is the hands-down MVP. When Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, and JaVale McGee fouled out, and it was looking like it was over, it was Mikal Bridges who, down the stretch, was hitting a lot of clutch baskets. And, Shaman had that game-tying three, but it was Mikal Bridges who was carrying a lot of the load, and he played 50 minutes. And he looked completely gassed out there and just found another gear and brought that game home for us. I gotta give Mikal Bridges a little bit more love than the public does, because I hear a lot of people in the media speaking on Devin Booker and CP3 and DeAndre Ayton. They say nothing about Mikal Bridges. Well, he said CP3 came out gunning. He looks motivated and tired. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it goes down, though. Devin Booker stripped Jokic and sunned him. I thought that was a foul, but it was a foul before too. That shot that he took was a foul, and I thought he got away with another foul. So hey, shout out to the officiating crew for not calling that foul. Said D Book never had the same teammates Harden had, not till the last. Yeah, that is true though. That's a good point. I got to give you that. So Mikal Bridges is the new Sean Marion. Oh, I got to speak on Sean Marion too. He said I do. Yeah, I know you do, Polo. That's a fact. Polo, you probably one of the few people who give him respect. Said JaVale got to be more disciplined on defense. He gets in. Yeah, he does though. He does. But for his like, if you look at his per 36 throughout his whole career, he's like a double machine waiting to happen. He's ultimate production coming off the bench. Because I've been talking about Mikal Bridges. No, you have. I give you that. I just said, Polo, you definitely do. Been a while. Yeah, I know it's been a minute, man. He said they saying the Lakers gonna. Yeah, I heard that goofy ass shit, man. Like I said, I don't take these clowns serious, man. They find any team. It's like Mookie just did a video last night. I didn't even click on it because I don't subscribe to foolishness. The dude, instead of saying, oh, the Phoenix Suns, they're number one in the West, we were wrong. Instead of saying that, they're looking for the team that's gonna upset the Phoenix Suns. What's good, Lala? I see you down there, Lala. I see you, Lala. But yeah, instead of giving the Suns props for going against all odds and performing without CP3, without Devin Booker, without Cam Johnson, we've had our share of injuries. Not making any excuses. Instead of saying, what, this team is just great, they try to find other flaws. I heard the goofy say, whoever wins the championship this year is an asterisk because, the rest of these teams, they're dealing with injuries. Basically saying the Clippers are injured. So whoever wins the championship is an asterisk because the Clippers are. Look, the Clippers ain't never ran the NBA. When has the Clippers been the measuring stick for the NBA? When? Right? Even when they were full strength, it was a lot of hype job. They blew a 3-1 lead. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody's buying into that bullshit. Nobody's buying into that bullshit. But Sean Marion, I want to speak on Sean Marion before I tip out. Because I got to head into work in a minute. I got to get ready for work. Sean Marion doesn't get the respect he deserves either. Right? 60 does. Come on, Lewis. Look, yeah. Suns Nation in the building, man. That's why I made this video, man. I wasn't even gonna go live, man. I was gonna let them have it, man. But I gotta see my Suns Nation in the building, man. Salute to y'all boys, man. We in this bitch. Said true, yeah, come on, Lala. You know what time it is. But Sean Marion, one of the most disrespected. If you go look at his accolades, I ain't got his accolades on the screen, but multiple time All-Star, multiple time All Defensive Team, a great 3-and-D player, top 5, like he said, top 5 in a lot of statistical categories for the Phoenix Suns. Why isn't he more respected in NBA circles, right? Is he a Hall of Famer? I think he should be a Hall of Famer, right? If you just go by his resume, if we're looking at resumes, he is a Hall of Famer. Point blank simple. And people talk about his jump shot, but it went in, right? He shot over 35% from the 3-point line. It went in. He did. That's the point. Like, nobody talks about Kevin Martin, bogus ass jump shot. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about Michael Redd bogus ass jump shot. He had an ugly jump shot. But y'all want to talk about Sean Marion? Come on, man. The dude got it done on both ends, and he was a great player for us. When Steve Kerr, dumbass, traded him for Shaq, I think that was the end of our dynasty that we had. Point blank simple. Sean Marion was and I went back and I looked. I always go back and look at the Clippers versus Suns Western Cup. I think it was the second round series versus the Clippers. It's still on YouTube. Y'all can go look it up. But you look at that game, man. Sean Marion was all over the court. He was basically the best player on our team throughout that series. Simple and plain. With the MVP on our team, Steve Nash was the MVP. But without Sean Marion, we would have lost to the Clippers that year. Said, what's your thoughts on Memphis? I think Memphis is the deepest team in the league right now. If we're going off a team depth, I've always gassed up the Memphis Grizzlies. Man, I need to stop doing that because we might see them in the playoffs, and it's a good chance they might knock us off. So, yeah, I mean, they are toughest competition in the West, though, for sure. Yeah, I mean, next to the Warriors, of course, and the Mavericks are a sleeper too. But I don't know about the Memphis Grizzlies, man. They're gonna be a tough task, man. They definitely are. Tyus Jones, Desmond Bain, Dylan Brooks, all those guys, man. Jaren Jackson, Xavier Tillman. I know that roster from top to bottom because I've been scouting them for a long time. And they got a first round pick coming up. So like I said, man, let's say they don't win this year, they got a good chance at being the best team in the league next year. Next year, being the best team in the league by a mile next year if they continue to build the way they've been building. It hasn't been they come out of nowhere. They've been building for years. They've been doing this shit for years. You know what I mean? And it's no coincidence why they're in the position they're in right now. Simple and plain. But I'm about to tip out. Look like my brother ain't gonna hop in. I was gonna try to talk about the Houston Rockets and show his bum ass team some love, but don't look like he want to tip in. So I'm probably gonna head out. So yeah, Memphis is tough comp because they're physical, athletic, and play defense, shoot, and do everything. Yeah, and I think that Steven Adams trade gets slept on a little bit too much. Steven Adams helped change the identity. He's looking like a young Marcus All, like a great value version of Marcus All. Shout out to that organization for stealing Steven Adams for they got Steven Adams and a draft pick for Valanciunas, man. That was the trade of the offseason. I ain't gonna lie to you. Said Memphis has everything you need. That's a fact, homie. That's definitely a fact. But I'm gonna holler at y'all again. I'm gonna go live tomorrow. I'm gonna try to go live more often than I've been doing. Y'all know I've been booty shaking, but at the same time, I've been silenced for a reason. Don't take my silence for a weakness, right? I've been trying to let the Phoenix Suns game do the talking, and you see when I do that, you see what happens. 60 wins on the season. All you clowns talking about we frauds. How can you be frauds and you won 60 games? Best team in the fourth quarter. Put it in y'all faces. Yeah. Shout out Devin Booker, man. That's my dog, man. Hit Man X. Hit that like button. Hit that comment section if you're watching this late, man. I'm up out of here, y'all. Yes, sir. You already know, Paulo.